Can you talk about this thing that, artists are talking about where there's this 30-year clause that you get your masters back?
Yeah, I think that's some one-time thing that will happen because of something, there's some contracts or something like that. Um, I never heard it. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people talk it, so I'm not saying it's not factual, but it'll be a lot of rich old motherfucker broke slide and their families and all these motherfuckers would be rich right now, right? If that was true.
Yeah, that's what throws me off is like, so the best way that we can relate to it to talk about it is how Dre got the Chronic back last year.
No. Oh yeah, Drake got it back
It's
because
like, yeah, his lawyer was quick to say, no, Snoop doesn't own the Chronic. And now Dre is doing this big promotion around the Chronic where they're selling merchandise and re-release CDs and tapes, and you can buy like replicas of the reels and all that stuff on that Interscope site now. They still include the Death Row logo, but that's what throws me off is like, how did he get that album back?
I'll tell
And it was
y'all.
exactly 30 years. Okay,
I'll
go ahead.
tell y'all. It wasn't because of the 30-year rule. What happened with Dre is, when I was in there, this is why they fired my ass from E1 Entertainment. This is what happened. Dr. Dre left Death Row, right? And he left in the contract. The paperwork talked about how Suge ain't gonna never have to pay him any money and give him anything, and all of that. Meaning the assets of the company at the time. David Kenner asked, either, because I always tell y'all, criminal attorney, not entertainment attorney, or whatever. Fucked up. With David, you never know, purposely or not purposely. And left it where it didn't talk about royalties from the Chronic. It just talked about his part as a owner of the company, not as an artist or producer. And so I got a letter in like 2001, 2000 from his attorney. Sandy Fox was the main attorney, but that wasn't his day-to-day attorney. Forget his name. Howard King. Well, Howard King and I had a great working relationship because we was always getting sued, mainly when Laylaw and them sued us for California Love and stuff. And so he goes, Reggie, y'all owe Dre some money for royalties from the album sales since he left the Chronic until now. I was like, no, Howard. Dre left, he don't get nothing. So I go take it to Suge. Hey, Dre, no. Oh, that motherfucker don't get nothing. He know he left the company without no money and all that. But Howard was like, no, that's from making money off of his profit from the share of the company. Not anything to do with his royalties from the Chronic. And listen, oh, no. All right, we're going to sue y'all. All right, well, do what y'all got to do. Dre hitting home runs now. Eminem and all of that. Dre like, fuck it. I ain't fucking with Suge. Dre never tapped that Suge. He always, because he knew Suge. He knew Suge good and down from back in the day. He was like, left it alone, right? So Dre left it alone. All right, Suge, fuck it. Never sued, nothing. We never heard anything about it. So now E1 got it. Koch Entertainment got it. And then later on, E1 got it. Now the company goes through bankruptcy. Now all this money is making some new stream money off of ringtones and downloads, streaming money. And so Dre like, hey, and the master recordings from CDs. Suge don't own it no more. So Dre don't give a fuck. Now he goes and sue E1 Entertainment. Hey, E1, y'all been over there collecting money. Y'all been the distributor since 2001 or 2002, actually, January 2002. And we want back pay for this album. E1 like, Reggie, hey, what's going on? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't work with that nigga no more. Come on now, we still paying your ass. What's up? What's the paperwork? Well, we always, this is what we believe and this and this. Well, where's the paperwork at? So I give them the separation agreement. Hey, Reggie, this contract don't say y'all don't have to pay for royalties on the chronic or anything. It just says he don't make any money, but he still get his percentage, for producing and working on the chronic and all that. Well, we ain't paying that nigga nothing. But that's on y'all. That's y'all money now. So now all this money that's been generated, he didn't sue from 1996 until 2001 because it really was with Priority and Interscope. He wasn't fucking with them because those is people. But he sued, he won. So by this time, it's like $5 or $10 million that's owed to Dre. From downloads and all of this stuff. And so this case went all the way up where they were in negotiation and in courts. I got fired in like 2018. So this went up to about 2017, 2018. And money is still being generated as well. And so what happened was, now it's looking like E1 owes Dre like $10 or $15 million. And so they was like, oh man, 10, 15, that small independent company for that chronic. They were like, oh. So they made a deal with Dre from a certain date to wipe out all that debt and gave him back the chronic album from that date whenever he got it from that period. Is what happened. So that's how Dre got the chronic back. We still are giving back pay. They just gave him the album. Mind y'all, Dre offered, or Jimmy did, on Dre's behalf, in like 2001, 2002, he offered us $5 million. And I think it got up to $6 or $7 million to buy that album from Suge. But y'all know the hater. Nope. And so he could have sold that album and got $5 or $7 million, but he didn't. Thank God he didn't, because who knew about ringtones? You gotta remember time limits, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. All people were making money off the chronic then. Now, I'll be honest, we jumped back on the charts when what album came out? Chronic 2001. People start thinking about Dre again. As kids, like a daddy. So now you got this 13-year-old kid and that's loving Chronic 2001. But you this 30, 34, 35-year-old daddy, what you saying? Oh, nigga, fuck that. You should have heard Dre Day. Or this, when the Chronic. And so what people did is they went in, or you had lost your Chronic album. And so what you went and did, you started comparing the Chronic to Chronic 2001, and you went back and purchased the Chronic. And we did have a big boost in like 2001. Well, Chronic 2001 came out in 1999, but we did have a big boost in like 2000 from the sales of the Chronic. And so, yeah. That's the real politics behind the Chronic and why they got it back and what happened. It was all because of my boy Suge Knight's stubbornness to not want to pay or have a royalty department, to be honest. Paying people what they owe. And him believing that the contract was you walk away, you never get nothing again in life. Yeah. But that ain't how the game go.